Hello everybody, welcome to this round's Touhou Project Mania Cup quarterfinals showcase. I'm Rush and we will see what happened in this round. And quarterfinal matches are all best of 11, means one more points required to win for each team in this round. That also means we will have 2 more slots in this round's Mappool. One is for Rise, the other one is for Hybrid. Since we already in the half of matches in the entire Touhou Project Mania Cup journey, I think in this round, more challenging maps will be appeared, which required people more skill point to score, especially for the teams in the loser bracket, because they are already they will facing 2 matches in 2 rounds in this week, which more timing available required. The skill set required are also increased. You can see in this round's Mappool, maps overview lengths are also increased by nearly 13 seconds, from eventually 2 minutes and 14.8 seconds to 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Then, let's go for the first Red One pick. We will have YuEast speed map in this round Red One pick. The BPM is increased about 12 from about 144 to 157. Overall, the base map will flow based, only a few mini jacks in the speed part. There are also some jacks pattern at the start or in the end of the Kira parts, give players a hint that they can handle a chance to take a break. The other settings, as usual, OD8 and HP8 lead players require a Avenger's accuracy requirement in the entire maps. The map isn't so long, it's just 2 minutes and 13 seconds length long, so players needn't to worry about their stamina in these maps. So here is the last Kira part. There are also theme-based former patterns. A lot of mini jacks have seen here, but generally they are flow-based. They are too much technicals for players, which favor spike happens in here. I believe if players good at speed, they will have consistent performance in the entire maps. Thanks to Telecosys ET for the showcase replay. Then we are going to race 2. So race 2 is new race slot in this round. It is speed jump stream, featured with race access map. It looks like a 4 minutes long map, but actually, as you can see, we only have nodes at the start of 2 minutes, so the map's length is nearly about 2 minutes and 13.5 seconds here. Overall, the map will have majorly two break parts that like you can have a rest and make management of yourself, which is happening on 1/4 and the other one is happening on 2/3 of the way. Other parts are just a jump stream, which nearly same distance. 246 BPM and a lot of 100 trails existing in the entire map will be a sole challenge for players, which is required players have more consistent skills, especially in the second part in this map. It's really long, in about nearly 14% of the entire map's length. But still, it is a speed jump stream map, so it's still short enough and only have 2018 knots, 800 knots here. So a misses will influence a lot in the overall map scores. Okay, another break scare, and this is last hero part in the entire map. You can see there are also lots of jump stream or called short code jacks on some parts in the map, and the last jump trails is really challenging, especially in this such high BPMs. So the overall score is something expert that for all players in the teams. I think it is good enough scores, and with Komuji or Aka, the OP moments replace and we will see the next race pick later. Looks like last bad maps have a low score speed in replace, but this map has really high score speed inside. Anyway, this song is so famous, so might everyone have heard it before. Whenever in the standard mode or in the other tournament, it's really famous song, I believe. So anyway, race 3 is Stamina jump stream peak in this Mappools. It already called Stamina here, so I believe it is really required players for consistency, especially for the long parts. It's bridged by Oceanus. Not only BPM increased from 222 to 230, but also lots of long jump stream part in the entire maps. Players might not worry about single miss happen in this part because we really have lots of nodes here. But they need to double carefully that if run out of stamina, they will cause lots of huge accuracy drops in the endurance patterns. It may be a solid pick for teams with better consistent scores in such a long map. With this jump stream part ends, we will go into the last killer parts with more or more jump trails here. And lots of jack enters happen in the entire of the patterns. That also caused the star rating going for 5.43, which is something already high star ratings during the entire Mappools. So, thanks. CRZ remains replace. And after that, we will go race 4 then. Now we are going to this round's Jack's pick. Another custom chart from Jack House Cup's host, Blue Portions. Just increase 4 BPM looks like won't facing too much challenge for players, but more long anchors, more pressure for single hands should let team double carefully when focus on accuracy fighting. This map also has too many spec patterns or mixed with other patterns. Likely you will face jacks only, nothing speed, nothing technicals, even in the rest part, just poor mid-jack patterns. As you can see, the replayers also have a decent accuracy. In the first part, it's still keeping the all notes with 3 to 0 judgment, I believe. This is first pairs, and there are lots of mini jacks here to let player have a break here. And after this part ends, the remaining part will out of mid jacks, with about 3 or 5 enters in the patterns. Because the one hand pressure is really large, like you will facing lots of knots in the left hand, then switch to right hand in the same parts. The replayers, the natural, really have a decent scores here, and he's really good at these jack maps. After seeing here one for performance here, we can see the next stress map. Which only 3 race map left. Let's go into the first tag maps. It is from Epic Man Choose, and it is a wild card dump map. Means you will facing lots of down part like Grace. They are solving for the wall coatings, and the other parts they are generally like regular patterns. So I believe if we can call it a technical map. We more focus like it is a regular rice mix maps. As you can see, when the vocals hears, we will sing lots of dance in the patterns. So the structure is nearly same with the last round. The last round, the theme pick will be the right 4 pick. Because we have 2 jack picks here, 2 stream picks here, the all remaining slot will move by 1. Although the BPM is so long, there are still lots of 1 Division 4 or 1 Division 6 patterns shows here. You will see more complex patterns in the next pick later, which is very more likely a classical technical picks. So I believe in this map, we also haven't facing a lot of tons of patterns happening in the same time. So handling a good accuracy while keeping your full combo in this map is still key to success. And thank you for the OP Momo with an awesome double S replays here with a very good accuracy in 99.89. And then we are going to the last regular rice pick. It is a classical rice. It's called Carrot Gardens by YuEast. It has a rarely changed BPM. You may not see in the information sheet. I will deliver you here. Its BPM will change from 157 to 262. It's majorly 147 because the early parts here, before the 2 minutes long, they are some low speed patterns. And when we are going to 1 minute and 14 seconds, the remaining parts will change to the 210 BPM, which the birth the highest patterns in the 262.5. And in the early stage part, there are lots of 1 division 12 snaps used. In the first part or last part, it will have 1 division 4, the normal snap divisions here. So generally, this is a high speed burst patterns happens in the entire maps. As you can see, the length is not so long, so the total count of the knot isn't high enough. But you will facing lots of BPM change in the nearly 2 milliseconds, which will let you very hard to control accuracy. And looks like those mini jack patterns it also have seemed reach 201 BPM. It is really high, especially compared to our jack picked is 144 BPM. The last kill part is the hardest part in the entire maps, which more break stream happens here. And yes, so as you can see, the 1 the 201 and 210 BPM jump stream will really easy to cause misses, but the replayers did very well in the entire map. Only have one grid in the result scores. Thank you again, the OP Momo, which is really decent players, and I believe it will represent the most scores the top team will be have. So with our regular red pick ends, let's go in for the red X pick, the extreme pick in this round. It's still a wild card pick from Upstream. It's still like other red map, it have OD 8 and HP 8. Compared to the last round, the lots of vocal dumps and Jack uncharged patterns used here. I believe in the first part you will likely see the patterns might be a bit regular. But yes, it will mixed with other patterns, like you can see the patterns seamed with the vocal dumps rise 5 picks. And also lots of burster patterns will happen in the Kira part. It's still also a long map, which nearly 3 minutes and 13.4 seconds. So I guess you need to good at every aspect will, both stamina and the extreme part. Much good at everything in here. And if you really could handle these patterns, it will be a salt point for your team. At least this map has nearly consistent BPM, which only 116. Haven't lots of very key BPM changed, so players won't worry about too much on frequently change the snaps here, I believe. So thank you for Rebirth. Another Race X the replay is here. And that's all for race pick, and we are going to for hybrid part. We also have 3 hybrid part here, and the first one is hybrid 1. Looks like another YuEast map. The second map in the entire map pools is Dancing Fox. Also a card version. So it's a card version, it still have 2 minutes and nearly 13 seconds long. And as it is a G's list hybrid pick, it's more flow based. So players have more consistent skills like good at jump stream and Aaron Dance parts here. Will may have finding their advantage in this pick. The more likely a follow base, but with the high BPM with about 200 BPM here. And yeah, I have lots of Aaron Dance in the other parts. The skill may be cause a late challenge in the accuracy fighting, especially when you press one not earlier, you may press the entire part earlier here. The last part is really hard. I believe it's not 1 division 4 snaps. It will be have something 1 division 6, which is really hard speed part here. But the patterns overall is quite regular, not so much mini jacks, not so much spikes here, I believe. So people will more handle regular patterns. They're more good at it. They're more confident they pick this hybrid. So we will have 1 more hybrid part slot here. So that means the hybrid 2 or aka tech hybrid will be division to 2 skill sets focus. As you can see, the hybrid 2 is tech plus jack skill set focus, which is Usagi's werewolf difficult in the Paradot. So the last hybrid might be most short maps in the among 3 hybrid picks. But like this map has already 3 minutes long. Also not too much full race patterns here, so you may require more stamina compared to the last one. And yeah, it's a jack focus map, so you can see the full of jacks happens in the entire map. Especially when you have empathy in 1 step, it may influence you a lot on accuracy controls. With this rest part, or little resist patterns here, we'll go another Kirata patterns. In this long node part, lots of noodle stacked here, which actually you need to very good at long node skills to gain advantage here. So I believe the hybrid 2 will be more long node player focused, especially in this killer parts. It will suffer a lot if you only good at rest. And here is the last part. There are lots of shield that mix with stress and down notes, which is very common for hybrid picks. Yeah, that's all. So which Nachos bring us another hybrid replace very awesome performance with another double S with equally 3 perfect happened here. Anyway, let's go to the last hybrid pick. They also have a short break in the beginning of the map. And not too much, like 2 minutes. So that's a good news. And it is a bite map for the full AH 1217. It says mixes abundant shared party. As you can hear before the music, it's more the technical purpose. Result of irregular pattern scales. Players may facing lots of in the grease patterns and also shared and reverse shared. When keeping high score on high accuracy on risk patterns, those points are also annoying to may suffering you a miss if you too much focus on accuracy fightings. Maybe people can trying to save combos here and waiting the opposite gain a miss. Though it is one of most lowest star ratings in this map, only 4.6, which is really low star ratings during the entire Mappools. I still believe it is hardest map among 3 hybrids. In nearly 3 minutes, you aren't expert that if you're not good at this map, just doing full combos and saving for your points. It's 3 minutes long and the patterns are really complex at any verse. Keep practicing and aim to maybe your 6 weapons to gain a key, especially for fighting with players with higher settings. Which another perfect performance from Nachos. The all hybrid picks ends. So before we go into tiebreak, there are still 4 more maps left with long note picks. Let's go for the long note 1 pick. Really a high speed, score speed repairs. So it's generally a long note 1 is a quad picked from 2/17th custom chart. And it generally have 213 BPMs overall. But the most patterns are using the one 1 Division 6 base map snaps, so almost a loss of now Iron not 1 Division 3 at most. So it's actually not so high BPMs. It's equal to, let me check. Well, I guess it's equal to 117.5 BPMs for the Asians. And as you know, the high speeds in coordination is not a bad thing. Like some partners are really slow, that's too hard to control the base snaps, but it have really small gap between two long nodes. It may be much harder than the patterns you see in this map. And unlike the group stage map round of 16 or even round of 32, this part is significantly much harder in the long node usage. Players may more frequently need to handle 2 or 3 columns breeze, and even lots of not looks happens here, which means you need to holding a long node column while keeping the streams or others in the other column. And as you can also see the overall length of this bad map, you may feeling it is much longer. As I said at the beginning, it is already 3 minutes arrangement bad maps. So all peaks from the entire Mappools length has already increasing. That may be a good news for people always missing one side, but not. But also require you have more thought skills in the entire map. So the replayer is bridged by GB reasons, very good at coordinations. And he is also the custom map in the round of 13-2, I believe. Anyway, let's go into the long node 2 pick. This pick is bridged by our host, GB Sanae. And though it looks like it have a BPM changed here, it's actually most patterns are 195 BPMs, consistent 140, 1 division 4. Only the star pattern you see in the first few seconds, they have a low BPM and BPM chance. So you might be aware that the patterns will be slow a bit and suddenly change to quickly at the beginnings, which may be let you suffering a lot in the early parts accuracy fightings. But after 16 seconds later, the remaining part have a consistent speed, so the BPM change isn't a point for these patterns. And also, it also have a typical long node dance styles that actually more focus on jack on stream, and other short long nodes happens here, especially that you're holding a note and making some note looks. As you can see, even in the rest part, there are some easily break jacks patterns in here. That way can make you have a full of rest before fighting for the last killer part. So the majorly difficult or challenging part is still the high speed bridge in this map. As you can see in the last quarter of this bad map, it haven't any rest, so nearly 5% of the entire map are consistent dense part, which very high BPM speed. Might be a challenge for some teams if they can handle such high speed densities patterns here. And also, a single miss won't inflect a lot because we have enough note counts here. And that's all for long note peak 2, which is not which is a map that have 5.18 star ratings. And after thank you for Natural's wonderful performance, let's go into for long note 3. I personally think the long note 3 is most technical picks amongst the entire maps in this pools because the BPM chance have always changed in the entire of the songs. You will facing the maps that become faster and faster, have higher and higher BPM on the first few minutes and suddenly become low in the later parts. And it will be rest begin in the 1 minute or 14 seconds. And that's not end. Until the end, it will be consistently changed from 113 BPM to 115 BPM. And our meters, though they are using 4 meters here, they have lots of 1 division 12 steps here. Means widely a lot of short long notes that less than 1 division 6 appears here. So it's about the most extreme part will have 216 BPM stance, which is much faster than the LN2 peaks we've seen before. And yes, we have 3 BPM changed map in this map booth, which is Rise 6, LN2, and Long Note 3. Though Long Note 2 just have BPM change as the start part, I believe the Long Note 3 and Rise 6 is still a key point for people familiar with the sounds, BPM, rarity changes, which may be a key to let them success. So as you can see, the all notes, the holding the start point and the release point are not consistent, not EQs. With that, people suffering a lot here. Okay, looks like these patterns have a little rest part. Surely the BPM decreasing to about 114 BPMs here, but the later, yes, as you can see, this consistent racing again. If you can check the timing point on the ether, you will see there are tons of red lines across in the entire month, which is an awesome product for the Castelia, a very experimental members you may be familiar with in other tournaments. Then, after the natural again, they really work a lot in this round 3 players. Let's see the last LN picks, which called Long Notes Extreme. Fairway Stage by Nichols chart, which is also most difficult regularly played across the entire month. Mappools. From the star rating, it already have 5.67. You may think, so in the last round we have 6 star ratings download peak, but I believe this chart is even harder, even challenging, which still lots of technical parts here. I won't talk too much in this 3 minutes length stuff, and you will also familiar with Eternicals, EX-Nico in lots of other tournaments, especially for 7K tournament and 4K tournament. Mapping style is also variety that can make sure you will facing lots of different challenge here. If you have a better overall skill set in long note patterns among us with both dance, with both jacks, and both release. If you're confident about your all-round long note players, feel free to get this pick. You will got a point, I believe. So yes, with another of the players from Naturals, they all finished the all last regular picks here. This map is really challenging, like you can see the ratios and the judgments are also decreasing a little. Even it is, I believe it is still a top scores among all players in this round. And I also expect if people picking this map, how high score they will get. Anyway, this is the last regular picks, so we will go into for the 15 maps in the Mappools. It's also called tiebreaker. I won't wanna to talking much more in this tiebreaker because it is a really hardest map and really longest map in the entire Mappools, which all parties exciting. As you can see, we have 3 maps that have lots of BPM variety chance, same as these maps. In the early parts, we will facing BPM decreasing nearly eventually 140 BPMs on the early parts, and in the later parts, it is increasing to the 116 or aka 156, 159, which is majorly the most parts from 1 minute to 7 minutes. And in the last part, there are also a release part that the BPM will decreasing little to the 95 in the end. Also, as you know, the YuEast is a sold mapper. I believe this map might be collab with others, and anyway, yeah, enjoy the tiebreaker at the end of our quarterfinals Mappool showcase. We hope you are already enjoying a lot. As you can see, there are lots of variety mapping style chants, which is like some map will be speed and some part are jack focus and some patterns may be some stream and endurance patterns. So I believe if you are good at all skill sets in overall, you are jack of all trades, you must win in this part map as the finals decision. That's the chance to win the entire match. Yet, even though the third rating in this bad map is a little lower compared to the last round, it's decreasing a lot that only remain 6-star ratings left, but I believe it is still most complex, most need players control overall skill set in the entire Mappools is really the tiebreaker, and I believe the better team will have a better advantage if you can have a good control of all patterns. It's really good maps from YuEast, Assault Tournament member, and also the replayers. Again, it is natural, did very wonderful performance in here, even full comp in this 7 minutes long songs, which is a crazy performance. I believe if we can see some high seed players versus each self, very expert, more awesome performance will happen here. And that's all. The all qualifier maps has already ended. And we hope you can enjoy the quarterfinals Mappools at which only 22 hunting form teams left. We will sadly to see half of them will left in this round. So it's very important, especially for the players, for the teams in the lower bracket. And again, don't forget to check your schedules. It already shows in our main sheet. And if you have suitable default timers, you can already begin to reschedule. Just put the newest date and times here. Needn't wait for the default timeouts. And as you can see, there are loser teams maybe play 2 rounds in this week. Means you will have 2 matches, and 1 matches will be considered matches, or called possible matches, which the both teams are determined by their performance in the first lower bracket rounds. And hope you can still enjoy the Touhou Project Mania Cup's journey. And we will see you in this weekend. Bye.